Mwasibye mutya asubire buli omu yasibye bulungi. Hello everyone, good evening, good morning and good afternoon from wherever you're watching me from. Welcome to my evening live stream. Happy Friday. Are you ready for Sunday? On Sunday we are going to know who is who. Who is the team Spain and who is the team Argentina? Me, I'm on Spain. We are supporting Spain. Nga kansubire nti buli omu ali bulungi, mujje tunyumirwemuko, mujje tumpaawo mapaka, mujje tunyumye, mujje tuseke, mujje tukole bwetu. Kiba mulabaana mujja kusonyiwa Norah ku bintu ebimu byakola, muwulidde. Mpola 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 nga olatuwekwasala mukono akuuma azibye obuddo, byonna nabitukolerako Yesu. Ooh, the girl is here. So, tell me, my beautiful people, how are you? Good evening and good morning. She's right here. Don't mind me, guys. My back is really hurting me, so I'm finding other position where my back can feel comfortable while sitting. I think I'm Gamba Mcha. Welcome to Norah's evening live stream. How have you been? How was your day? Tell me, how do you feel? They broke your heart. You're planning to do something. Yeah, you know, a lot of things are going on. We are cooking. Our brain is cooking. We're not just sitting there without planning. In this world, by the moment you understand the word money, you know what that money can do to you. That's when your brain starts functioning. Hmm? Your brain starts working. Your mind starts producing. Your eyes start selling. You go to the mall and you see that pretty dress and then you love it. And then you tell yourself, I'm going to work so hard so that I give myself something better. The years passes by without you giving anything to yourself. Nenga bwebulamu. Bwebulamu. The only thing you have to do is to be patient. Believe the same way our parents used to tell us that you guys one day. Parents are so dramatic, guys. Parents are so dramatic. You know, your mom could tell you, you guys one day. You see, you're giving me a lot of headache, but one day. So you be that kind of person who say, one day I'll buy that dress, I'll buy that car. Like our parents will say, one day you guys, I will leave this home and I will go. No one will ever see me. There will be nowhere to find me. You keep on misbehaving, eh? As a child, you like, but mom, where are you going? Eh? Your mom tells you, I will go. I'll leave this house for you. One thing I remember, there's a time my mom tried to get rid of us, me and my siblings. She took us to our father's place. Remember, we are not used living with our father. We are used staying with her. However much she was kind of that rough mother, but at least you'd rather stay with her than staying with someone that you've never stayed with. My dad by then was married to someone else. The partner that my dad is married to has another family. So how can... No. My mom took us like today. The next day we packed our things and we were back home. Lorinda, how are you? Hello. Hi, Laura. How are you doing? Oh, Lara. Game? Hi, game. Oh, you want to play a game? There's a game here. They've given me actually options of the games. I don't know which one exactly should I play. Should we play? How are you? I hope you're well, Lara. Oh, Larry Derry. Oli Bulungi. She tried her best, but we never liked going there. We said we will stay with you here. Okay, let me shut up. Because CDK, I think you're going through a lot, my dear. and love upon you, my darling. Hmm? You're going through a lot. You know me nowadays, I realize when someone attacks you for no reason, it means they are going through a lot. They are not alone. They need a hug. They need a kiss. Couscous. Someone needs couscous, baby. Ooh. They're just there, so they need love. But don't worry, me, I'll give you love. I'll go show you love. Oh. Anywhere you go, I'll find you. Even if you go to Jericho, I'll find you and I'll give you the love. I'll give you the biggest hug that you need. And I'll kiss your cheeks. I'll kiss you whatever so that you feel good. Oh, did mm. Mm, 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 mm. So, me, I don't hate, but I love and support. Holy the sweet. Bagamba abantu balina ebizibu bye bafeesinga mu nsi muno. Mm, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you until you hate me. I'm gonna show you how to act crazy, funny or embarrassing moments for you. That day I forgot to wear my inner underwear. I was in a rush. I forgot to wear the underwear. When I arrived to the place where I'm supposed to be, I found out that I'm not wearing anything inside. That was one of the most embarrassing days for me. Imagine rushing hmm, because you're late. Imagine waking up. Hmm? But by then I was young. That scenario happened to me as a kid. I was just naliyo nkyali muto, like around 9 there, 9 years old. So I rushed to go to school. You know, when they wake you up and for you you're still in bed, you're like, no, I still want to sleep. And then they come and they tell you you're going to be late to school. That day I woke up rushing. I went to brush my teeth, bathe, and then I came back in the house, smear the oil on my body. I forgot to wear my underwear. I just put on the uniform. Phew, rushed to school. I remember when I arrived to school, my friend told me, Nora, hey, hello, how are you doing? My friend was like, Nora, let's go out and play. By the time, so my friend spanked me, and then she was like, hey, when she spanked me, that I realized that Kawina kali tekaina. Mbumanya, Haima. Haimi. How are you, Haimi? I hope you're well, Haimi. Nice to meet you. Guys, don't forget to like me, liking Eko. Tell me what was that embarrassing moment or the funny moment in your life. Me, my embarrassing moment was that day when I didn't wear the underwear inside. I realized it when it was too late. That day I didn't play. I sat on one place, not even moving, because I didn't want anyone to notice anything about me. And now, being young, hmm, being young, you have a lot of things to remember. And if for you, if you don't have anything to remember about your childhood, I think you never had any good time in your life. Never had good time. Hmm? They say girls don't urinate in the bottles, but we used to urinate in the bottles like this. You go, you squat, and then you hold the bottle. We used to do a lot of stupid things. You squat down and then you urinate. Imagine girls squatting online, and then you start competing, telling each other, let's see whose urine can go far. And then you squat, you hold down like this with your hands, and then you start peeing. And then you tell yourselves, guys, let's see who can fill the bottle, whose urine can fill the bottle. That day you will drink a lot of water. Hmm? You drink a lot of water so that when you guys are going to compete, you make sure that your urine can fill this kind of bottle. And another thing that we used to do when they send us to the shop, our shops back then are not like this nowadays shops whereby it's inside the house. Back in the days, the shops were built by the wooden, built by with timbers, and it's kind of open. So we'll go many of us, and then we'll start asking you questions. One of them will be like, "How much is that? How much is that?" When some of us are eating, but hey, being a kid is quite really a lot of job, because imagine eating rice, the raw rice. You take it with your hands and then you pour it in your mouth and then you start eating. Imagine the starch. That rice is dirty. Someone has been stepping on that rice with their feet, and for you, hmm, now that if you tell me to eat that rice, I cannot. I first have to wash it and rinse it and make sure that it brings out that clean water. Then I forget that back in the days I used to eat the rice. Back in the days I used to suck sugar. We go to the shop and then we start asking you a lot of questions. Imagine they have sent one person, but we'll go like four of us. And while you turn around, you're busy. Hello, greetings from Algeria. Hello, how are you? Nesiraba nko Fatiha. Why Fatima, why Fatiha? Nengo gamba otya. So, what we used to do, we will lick the sugar. But now I cannot even lick the sugar. If I lick sugar, I cannot breathe. I only suffocate. Me when I lick sugar, like plain sugar, I feel like I cannot breathe. I start feeling suffocated. That's how I feel at my age. But then, I remember there's a day I ate. We went to, we were taken to a trophy. There's a shop that used to make trophies. They used to call it. Yeah. Let me just say they used to make sweets. Those sweets that are soft, they look like chocolate. They are called the trophy. Guys, I ate sweet. Instead of doing what we were taken there to do, I ate sweets. I ate all kind of sweets. It's like taking a rat to a cheese factory. That the rat will eat all kind of cheese without even telling itself that we should control the way we are eating. I ate sweet. After 1 week, I started coughing blood. I started coughing blood. They took me to the hospital. They asked me, what did you eat? Hmm. I told them, they told me, my mom, ever since they banned me from eating sweet things, my mom was like, good things, now you know that too much of everything is not good for you. Eh? As a kid, you think that you're not limited on anything. Greetings, how are you? Confident oli bulungi. Mm? As a kid, we used to see people getting married, and then they ask you, when you grow up, do you want to get married? And we're like, mm-mm, mm-mm, tina, over 10, 10, over 10, 10. What, what are you wearing? Tina, I'm wearing, oba nkugamba etya? I'm wearing an alien skin. That's what I'm wearing. Mm? Mm? Oh, I'm wearing an alien printed garment. That's what I'm wearing, you know. It was made in the planet of aliens. So this was gifted to me by my alien boyfriend. Mwenga gye muli bulungi. Kasubire nti muli fine. Temwerabira okulayikinga. We have more than 100 people in the house, but only zero like. Zero like banamwe. Kale. Mukama abalaba. Mm? Mukama abalaba banamwe. Temusobola na kulayikinga. Mm? Temusobola na kusubscribinga ku Norah's channel. Muli bantu kinemba nyumiza ebiboozi byange ebiboozi eby'omuwala gi neera temwagala nakkiriza kati oba mbanyumiza eki oli agala agambe ekyawtu Magufuli ekyawtu tina ogamba otya tina waawe nyambadde buli omu byalina okwambala yambadde buli omu byalina okukola ki. This was a gift from my boyfriend, okay? So when your boyfriend gifts you something nice, you have to wear it to show him that, baby, oh, I'm wearing you everywhere I go. You're in my heart. You're in my chest. Oh, you're everywhere. No, olina okuleetera omuntu okuwulira obulungi baanamu. Oh. So tell me, what was that thing that you did that you'll never forget at a young age? Me, actually, when I start to tell you guys the things that we used to do when we were young, there's a time we overheard, it was just a rumor. But as you know, girls, it was just a rumor. Guys, in this life. So we just overheard from someone where we took it so serious. We also went. So Angela came with a gossip. In our group, we used to be me, Lydia, Angela, Morning. We had two Morning. Imagine Morning is a name to someone. We had two Mornings. And then that was who else? Sunday. And then there was Rachel in our group as girls. But me, I had my own friend, my closest friend, because these friends they were a bit chicken. Had my friend that I can tell how I feel, the things that are going around me. Because me, I stayed with a lot of people. I stayed with my auntie, I stayed with my uncle. So the last person that I stayed with, there was a lot of drama. So Angela came with a gossip. She was like, guys, do you know what? We were like, that do you know that Monica, her mother saw her with so and so? We were like, really? And then she was like, yes. So since the guy who was dating Monica knew who Angela was, we came up with an idea. As we ships with an empty head, we came up with an idea. We were like, guys, what should we do? Have you ever heard of Ugandan Rolex? So we went to the shop. Imagine the guy used to work in his parents' shop. They used to sell bread. So we went, the guy was a Muslim, and at Monica's home for them they were Christians. And at their home, the mother used to sell beer. So the mother didn't like the connection, eh? Be a Muslim and you're a Christian and the boyfriend is a Muslim. We told Angela we need to come up with a super idea. And then suddenly Lydia was like, guys, I miss Rolex. We were like, exactly, that's what we need. So we were like, Angela, you need to go to the shop, hmm, and tell Hassan that Monica wants Rolex. So me, I have to go to my friend to tell him to write a love letter. So when I went to my friend was like, Nora, who wants the letter? Me, I was like, my brother doesn't know how to write a love letter and he wants me to send it to someone. But can you help me? My friend also forwarded the word to his brother. So Herbert had to write the letter to his young brother. His young brother, who was my friend, wrote the letter to me. So to me, I had to deliver the letter to who? To Angela. So Angela took the letter. The guy read maybe the letter, maybe he was touched. We don't know what happened. Angela was just, we were just waiting around the corner. Angela came with four Rolex. But as a guy, can't you ask yourself that as a guy, you can't even ask yourself that. But how can a girl eat four Rolex? Four. Hmm? The eggs by then were not expensive like nowadays. Nowadays, buying an egg is like you're going to buy actually a whole hen at the farmhouse. Nowadays, buying an egg in Uganda, one egg nowadays it's almost reaching to 900, almost 1,000. One egg like this, because two eggs are 1,000. Some shops they will sell you at even 900. That's how things are coming. When they tell you Uganda is expensive to Wakanda. So Angela came with four Rolex, and then we had to sit somewhere. Imagine a Rolex with soda. By then, we had actually up to now we have 2 liter. In Uganda we have 1 liter and 2 liters of bottle of soda. So the guy gave her the two bottle. We sat somewhere that many the 2 liters. We sat somewhere, we ate. Imagine using someone's name. So imagine using someone's name and you deceive their boyfriend. You even write a letter to that person. So what we did, we were not that mean after eating our Rolex because we didn't have money. No one could give us Rolex. Even at home, eating junk food was a problem. They never allowed us to eat junk food. They didn't want us to gain weight. We in Uganda actually gaining weight, parents sees it as it's kind of not healthy. For them, that's how they see it. When a child gains, you're overweight. For them, they see it as it's not healthy. They never allowed us. It's not that we never had money, but the kind of food that they will give you to eat, it's different. Mm? So what we did, we went, and the good thing, we shared the little soda that was remaining at least so that Monica can, however much we didn't tell her that it was from her boyfriend, but the little devils that we were back in the days. Guy. Ay, Monica saw that day. Hell, we helped. We also delivered the soda so that you can drink. Another thing we did as kids, the thing that sometimes I sit down and I'm like, something we were overdoing it. Some things we used to overdo it. I remember by then, me and my late brother, may he so rest in peace, that poor guy. Me and my who? My brother who passed away. I remember there's a time. By then we used to bedwet. If you've never urinated on bed, me, I'm not ashamed to say that way. We used to pee on bed. Mm. So me and him, since we used to pee on bed, we used to bedwet. So they never allowed us to sleep in the bedrooms. They could tell us to sleep on the sitting room next to the door where by the air can blow you guys so well. Ah, nageseno, eseno. Ah, wokulanga. That's why when they say that when you grow up, people only see beauty, but people don't see the thing that you went through. All the funny moments, the sad moments the most embarrassing moments that you've ever gone through in life. So that day, the moon was so bright outside. It could light up inside our house. There came in two thieves without knowing there are two stubborn rats sleeping next to the door. The thief used the window to enter into our house. So we had a stubborn auntie. That auntie also, may her soul rest in peace. My auntie used to act like a man. My uncle's wife used to act like a man. So what we did, my late brother, his name was Umar. Umar was like Nora, whispered into my ears, was like, go call mama. We allowed the thief to go where he wanted to rob. We opened the door slowly. I went, I told Mama, I was like, Mama, there are two people in the house, in the main house, because we in Uganda, we have what we call in-law thing. You can't sleep into your mother-in-law's house. When you by then my uncle is married. Since that she could stay in my grandmother's house because, well, yeah, my grandmother wasn't with her husband, so she can stay. She can stay in the house. So she came, we closed the window. The thieves were like, actually close the window so that the light, they will think that they didn't close the window. Kumbe, someone else has entered. What are you wearing? I'm wearing your underwear on my head. That's what I'm wearing. How can you ask me what I'm wearing? What? Okay, the opposite of what are you wearing? I'm not wearing anything. Chale tonyiza ndio kukonko n'empuli. Ayagala nkukonkone. Guys, don't forget to like. Liking core. No one is liking. I'll knock your head like my auntie knocked the thieves. So me and my late brother, as we have accomplished our mission of bringing in the strongest person into the house with a baseball. Actually, it wasn't a baseball. It was a mortar. You know, a wounded mortar. I meant that I meant under. And I'm not wearing anything. You know, we're in the summer. It's too hot. So the thing needs to breathe. It's hot. How can I suffocate myself like that? Wearing something beneath. No. She cannot suffocate. Me on top here, I'm suffocating. You want even down there under to suffocate? No. She has to breathe. So what we did, once our auntie came in with a mortar to finish off the thieves, we closed the window, we closed the door, then we turn on the light. In the house, our family, everyone knew us as crazy kids in the community. Yet we were not crazy. We were just kids who were so insecure about everything that belongs to us. So that thieves were two gentlemen. When they entered the house, I think maybe they were not warned about the kind of behaviors that it's at home. When my aunt was like, attack! The maids in the house, they woke up. My siblings, my cousins, they were grown ups, like they were around 18, some of them were in their 20s. They ganged up on the thieves inside the house. Guys, the fight was until morning. We did not allow the thieves to go anywhere. They bet the thieves. They bet the thieves. I remember my aunt was like, we will not sleep until morning, until we go to the police station, because at night right now we cannot go because we don't know what's waiting for us in outside there. So we will deal with you. By the time we go to the police, there I will also deal with it. Guys, they flogged the thieves. They flogged the thieves. They made them do the house chores at that time of the night. Until it was 6 in the morning. They My aunt beat them with a mortar. Hmm? Has someone ever beaten you while telling you that? Do you know that you have two hands? You're not even crippled, but you have the guts to break into someone's house. You came into our house to do what? Even then they were like, for us, we were just sent. We were just sent. We didn't know. My aunt was like, from okay, now that you know, you will also go out there. You will tell the person who sent you that he sent you at the wrong place. They bet the thieves. By the time they reached at the police station, even the police was like, you guys. eh? But later on, we managed and we found out who sent them in our house. Imagine you see these people that you bring in at home who are your visitors. Guys, don't show people around your house. No, it's not good. Those are the people who used to come at home. Whenever my granny would come, my granny was that kind of person who gives things. Hey, Jenny is back. Jenny is back. By then, my granny had money. Money is there. Life is good. Grandkids are living their dream life. And then the thief came in. The thief didn't know that in the house is congested by crazy people. People that you don't mess around with. And people who have been training. You see, at home, we used to have a small kiosk. It was a small bar where we sell drinks. It was in the backyard, that small kiosk. That small kiosk. So we would go to sleep and the workers will remain working. But my cousins and my siblings, for them, they'll be like, but there are some women who usually come here, they want free drinks. So we overheard them, they were like, because me, I was young by then, me, I just used to support, eh? Whatever goes around me, I support. Me, I follow. And they knew me. To tell the truth, I was the number one person to tell the truth. Me, I never kept any secret at home. Anyone who wants to know what's going around, just come to Nora. Everyone will come and then they'll ask me, Nora. Because me, I feared. My mom used to say that when you lie or you speak something, when you lie or you speak some untruth about somebody, there is something terrible that will happen to you and you'll feel guilty for the rest of your life. So me, I had that mentality that if I lie and I die, my body will feel ashamed, I'll smell, my ears will be big, my nose will be big. So I used to feel so bad because of that. So that's why I used to speak the truth. So my mother put that thing in my mind that if you lie, those are things that happens to you. My cousins, the conspiracy that went on. Me and my job was just there to listen. Me and my late brother. Our job was to follow whatever they tell us to do. So one time there was this ladies, they were the hottest chick in the community. Imagine they could travel from their home like 20 kilometers to our place just to have a free drinks. Just because we had bartenders who were looking good. Hey, hey. So growing up, if you don't have any story that one day you'll sit down and tell your great grandchildren, no one will ever know that you also lived a life, that you also had that moments in your life. We sat, and then my cousins were like, guys, it's time to attack. It's time to attack. The enemy is at work, and we cannot sleep. I don't know how the moon used to do its okay, the wonder, but every time my cousins or my siblings they want to do something, there was always light in the village. The moon could shine bright. We were never scared of the wolves that cries. We had dogs at home. So my cousins, all these ladies, they're like, so they were telling them, guys, we want to close. The ladies were like, no, no, we want to stay, no, no. My uncle's wife was like, these people, these are not customers. These people are looking for something. These are not regular customers. What they did to them. Bago babali. Bago babali. Have you ever chased a customer from your shop? They could chase them a waka. But now they are all grown ups. They are with kids. My cousins, some of them are already approaching their 38, some of them are almost approaching 40. They used to do a lot of crazy things, and me, my job was just there to witness. My job was to follow them wherever they could go. Aye. Hmm. But the moon used to shine brighter. The moon could shine brighter that even at night you don't fear to walk under the darkness. You could even see the shadow of the tree. You guys will never experience that moment. You see, there's a time in the middle of the night. You live alone at around 10, but when the time reaches at around 12 midnight, 1 to 2 to 3, the moon shines brighter like it's daytime. If you've never experienced that moment, I used to go out and then you feel, but again, we could fear because remember at night someone can see you. Remember, it's shining bright, someone's watching your moves, and you're also watching their moves. So you even you go out but you're scared. You don't want to be seen under the moonlight. Ah, when the moon is full, during the full moons at night. But nowadays I've taken long without experiencing those moments. Because I'm here in Saudi, there is no time of being out in the middle of the night. The moon is shining bright. Mm? So I, mm, oh, hold up. Hold up. Mm, mm, mm. Join Obulam, Serena Bulam, Bona, 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 Bona. Cinema, cinema. Mhm. Baby, I love you so much. Mbuyagala bakwagale gy'otusanya watsani emirembe mirembe gidde wa Yesu, wa Yesu. Omulembe guno gwa Yesu tuzinire Mukama ayina amaanyi yasonga songa songa. Agabadde ani alina ebigere ebiyonjo ng'ebyange, ebigere ebitaliiko nkyakya. Tokola otula butuuzi waka naye olina enkyakya. Lwaki? Lwaki olina enkyakya? Excusez-moi. Lwaki olina enkyakya? Bala mukyakya, bala mukyakya, eno mukyakya. Tutambulire okwo mpola mpola, mpola mpola, mpola mpola naye ngo ebigere nabyo birina engeri gye birumamu, era nabyo mbiwandiikeko wabweru. mi kékeré gere wago. Sisi te moriyo. Sisi te moriyo. That's a cool. Baby, get it wago. Oops. Yeah. Jehovah Jireh.